Welcome to this week's edition of FPI Current Affairs, and happy Spring Day. You can feel that there's a change of season in the air. So let's give you an update from the Financial Planning Institute side. So for those who attended the annual refresher earlier this year in about February, you will recall that specifically in my session, I spoke about the FAIS Ombudsman's maximum compensation amount they can actually write into determinations, which we will recall from our regulatory examinations is 800,000 Rand. So National Treasury, together with the Financial Sector Conduct Authority, around about August last year, has issued out for public comment an update of the FAIS Ombudsman's rules for their office to say that they are considering to change the 800,000 Rand to 3.5 million. So this is just a refresher of what we've seen last year already. So let's give you an update of what has happened since the time that rules came out for public comment. The Financial Sector Conduct Authority has in June already informed us that it's more appropriate if we look at the FSCA's powers in terms of the FAIS Act versus the powers of the Chief Ombud for the Ombudsman's Council and the legislation that's in the Financial Services Regulation Act. And then the FSCA and the Ombudsman's Council together decided that it's more appropriate for the Ombudsman's Council to update the rules for the FAIS Ombudsman's Office. So that maximum amount is still 800,000. It does not mean, though, that it will not change, because that recommendation to move it from 800,000 to 3.5 million came from the World Bank. So we may see an update of the rules of the FAIS Ombudsman's Office from the rules holistically, not just the 800,000 Rand, at some point in time from the Ombudsman's Council. Now, staying this morning with the Ombudsman's Council, a few weeks ago I gave you an update on the property syndication cases, where the current FAIS Ombudsman's advocate John Simpson has given an update where he's closing FAIS Ombudsman cases because it's more appropriate for a court to deal with these cases because of its complexities and the disputes of facts, etc., etc. So the Chief Ombud, Leanne Jackson, has released a press release on the 7th of August, and you will find it on the Ombudsman's Council's website, where she confirmed that Advocate John has worked very closely with them all along to inform them that these property cases are being closed, and that they are one of the biggest reasons why these cases, as I said before, and why the tribunal are also referring these cases back to the Ombudsman for reconsideration, is because legal and factual causation must be proved. So you need both to be proven, but also because there's dispute of fact. And if you look at the same rules that I've referred to a little bit earlier, which is the rules of the Ombudsman's Office, it makes it very clear that the moment that cases gets a little bit more complex, or there's dispute of fact, or you cannot prove all the elements of the case, it is more appropriate for a court to deal with the cases. So if you've missed that press release, it's on the Ombudsman's Council's website. Now, staying with the FPI, a big shout out and thank you to everybody who attended our retirement and investment online workshop. It was a whopping success with great speakers, and we had over 570 registrants, very close to 600. It would have been nice, but very happy with the numbers that we've received. But the experts were fantastic, and the feedback that I've received, thank you very much to Natasha Novel-Hart and Kobus Klein. You've specifically reached out to me personally to say it was a brilliant session, and I have to agree with you. Then convention. The convention is specifically called the FPI's Professionals Convention because it's the Professionals Convention. The agenda is set up by members for members. So please support the FPI by registering for the FPI's convention that is on the 14th and 15th of November at Sandton City Convention Centre. But we also have a hybrid event, so if you cannot jump on a plane and come to Johannesburg, you can register for the online session. So where do you register and how do you register? Well, you go to www.fpi.co.za, click on events and click on FPI Convention. And what you will find there is a little bit of video clips from last year's convention, but also a list of the speakers together with the topics that we will talk about at convention this year. And with that, it's a wrap from my side. Again, thank you for your support, and I wish you only a blessed